guys, I just flew the Mantis for a few minutes. The app crashed a few times because I turned it on today and there was an update, of course, another update. So I threw the update on there, and it was supposed to update something to do with the joystick calibration. So I did that. I calibrated it, took it out here. Then I started flying it around, and the app actually crashed while I was doing one of the intelligent flight modes, which was the journey mode. So it started to take off into the journey, and then the app crashed, and I was like, holy crap. It's going backwards, but it wasn't doing where it was going up. It was just going straight, So I hurried up and got the app fired back up and got it turned on and stopped it before it ran into that berm over there. Because it was just going to back right in. I had it set to go back 300 feet. It was just going to crash right into that berm over right behind me. It was going to crash right into that. But I was able to get the app started back and stop that before it went. Because in the journey mode, it takes off and it goes, diagonally up and out. But this one, as soon as the journey mode started, it just started going backwards, but then the app crashed, so it just kept going on that same path straight. So I got lucky and saved the day before it. Luckily, I had it set to go slow. If I would have had it set to go fast, it'd have been in that hillside over there. Okay, and that would have been the end of that. But it's so muddy, it probably wouldn't even hurt it because the camera's not in the back, it's in the front. So it probably would just smashed into that mud pile. But after a couple of times of the app crashing, it finally came around and started flying decent. I will tell you that this thing has the best point of interest mode I've ever seen on any quadcopter. The point of interest mode on this thing is cool to where you just go to where you want it to do the point of interest and turn it on and set the parameter. You don't have to, all the other ones, you have to go to the point of interest. Then you have to start the spot you want to record. Then you have to back up and then pick the other spot. But not this one. This one, you just go to the one place you want to do the point of interest, and you just set it on the dial how many feet back you want, and it'll point of interest right where you had the quadcopter. So it'll just back up and then circle around where it started. And that's by far the easiest one to do of all these other ones that I've seen. So yeah, that point of interest mode on this thing works really well. The app never crashed after the 2 times that it did, and it ran the rest of the time I flew it without crashing. So, hey, it is what it is. It's a new quad, and I got to work the bugs out. I just wish, I don't mind some bugs, but app crash bugs when you're doing something like that can be fatal, okay? All right, guys, it flew okay. I'll throw some video in there. I did a screen record so you can see the activities. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Turned on the Mantis today, and of course, another update. Okay, it's every day with these damn things. The Mantis, the Mavic, the Spark, the Mavic Air. Oh, Lord almighty. It's every damn day. Let's start some video. And got 15 satellites already. One thing I did notice about these Yuneec quadcopters is, boy, they grab the satellites awfully quick. They're like the fastest that I've ever seen at getting these satellites. So let's just take it up for a few minutes just to see what the update does. I think it had something to do with the update had something to do with calibrating of the joystick calibration or something like that. Well, the app keeps crashing for one thing. Every time I try to get it to do anything, the app keeps crashing. So this ain't good. Yeah, it's acting a little wonky. Maybe it needs some new calibrations or something. I just tried to do that journey mode and it was, the app crashed. I was like, oh shit, and I seen it going backwards. I'm like, holy tamale, don't do that. Okay, well, let's just try a point of interest. I'm a little bit leery of doing the journey mode right now because of so we'll just do a little point of interest. See, now this unique point of interest is a little bit different from the other ones. You don't have to set a spot and then draw back on the quadcopter and then set another spot. You just set the radius on the app, which I think is actually pretty cool. Okay. I killed the point of interest. Yeah, this thing's pretty quiet, guys. The Mantis is not very loud. Let's see if the follow me will work. Well, it's kind of, let's go with the watch me. See if there's any difference with that. No, I think the follow me on this thing just sucks. Okay, we'll go quit that. Thing flies nice, it's just that they got to work a few bugs out with this, no doubt. Oh, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you? All right, boys, there it is. A couple little buggeroos, but
Compass is not working properly due to an abnormal magnetic field.
yeah, okay. All right, guys. Anyway, flew pretty good, so I'm not gonna complain about it. I think it flew fine, other than a couple little buggeroos with the app, but I'll recalibrate it few more times and I'm working on it. It's a work in progress, okay? All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.